Hi guys, in this series of video, I'll be picking up all the exams which are coming, whether you should be applying for this or not. So I made the earlier video as well for all the other main exams like CAT, ZAT, SNAP, CET, whether you should give or not. Today I want to focus on the Bocconi test, whether you should be applying for the Bocconi test or not. So before we talk about that, we should talk about whether what is Bocconi College and how their India Center, about the India Center with every placement, everything. So I'll not tell you whether to apply or not. I will give you all the facts so that you can take an informed decision whether to go for it or not to go for it. So let's start with what Bocconi is all about. So for that, I'm taking you to their website to understand what college is. Bocconi is Europe's rank 6 college, International B School rank 7th, and custom program rank 6 in the world. And we have seen that as well. Consistently, Bocconi, the main branch, is ranked above even IIMS. But here we're not applying for their Milan campus, we're applying for the India campus. So this is their Asia Center we are talking about. Okay. So Bocconi is a word favorite brand, and where we are applying for their India Center. Yeah. Other B schools which have been successful like this, for example, when ISB came, a lot of people were saying कि कैसा होगा, कैसा चलेगा, let's wait and watch. But ISB suddenly become a top college, rubbing shoulder with IMABC. Same way MDI Switzerland, not MDI India wala, MDI Switzerland started their campus in Singapore, and overnight MDI Singapore have also ranked among the top college. So we have to wait and watch. In a few years, hopefully this college will also sustain, and we need international college in India. Yeah. There's a news after the national education policy. There's a news that all the foreign colleges be allowed to or encouraged to come to India. So we have the first campus, the one of the top colleges here, Bocconi in India. So there are four ways you can apply for the test. Number one, you can give the CAT exam, and through CAT exam, the average percentile which the students have got there is 90 percentile. So those are scoring above 90% in the mock, then they don't need to apply for the Bocconi test. We can apply via CAT score. They also accept GMAT score, and GMAT score average is 640. So if you're giving the GMAT mock 600 plus or 640, if you're touching in the mocks, you do need to apply for the Bocconi test. NMAT average score is 200. So if you're scoring more than 200 or touching 200 in the mocks, then again we can do it by. Otherwise, we have the Bocconi test. Yeah. If your scores are touching this or crossing this, you don't need to apply for that. We can otherwise Bocconi test is a good option. Yeah. Then we can go for the test. Okay, so it's simple. You have to be topper of a college because they have the scholarship as well. I'll talk about scholarship afterward. So if you want scholarship, you have to have a very good score. So I will be applying to the best score. Now, of course, whatever you score in the CAT exam, most probably you'll be scoring more in the NMAT exam, more than CAT, and which will be anywhere. Bocconi score also will more than your CAT score. So we can apply from that point of view as well. Yeah. So they're accepting these four scores. You can apply for via any of these four scores and come to the Bocconi campus. All right. Now, November 20th is the deadline for the intake number one. There will be a for the number one, the test number one. Then we'll have a test number two as well. Now, those who are very well focused on Bocconi, I want this college because it's a good college. Yeah. In that case, you should be applying in the phase one because you want that because chances to convert is more. Yeah. ऐसा नहीं कि second one में नहीं होगा, but chances are more. And same way scholarship, if you want scholarship, there's higher chance, slightly higher chance to get a scholarship in round one than in round two. Round two में भी scholarship मिलेगा. Fine. But chances are more. So if you are hell bent on this college, yes, you can do that. If you want to keep it as a backup option, I'm trying for my CAT. If I get IIM Ahmedabad, I'll go to IIM Ahmedabad. Then we can look at the second phase. Abhi mat apply karo. We'll apply that afterward. Okay. So those are very serious applying in round one. Otherwise, we can also apply in round two. Now, what kind of paper it is? So it's a 70-minute test with 30 to 35 questions. It's like a GMAT test, slightly like a GMAT test. Verbal reasoning is section number one for 19 minutes. MCQ based question, section number one. Numeric ability is section number two, 25 question, mostly of DI type. Yeah. And it requires a numerical calculations, interpretation of graphical data and tables. It's more of a MCQ questions of DI. And third section is inductive reasoning. I'll pick it up in a separate video. I'll go into the depth of what kind of exam it is coming. Once the exam date are coming, I'll make a video for that. These are the computer adaptive tests and focus on the reasoning scenarios that are relevant to with no negative marking. So there's no negative marking in the test. Okay. Okay. Should I take a Bochni test? So before we go into that, there's the eligibility criteria for that. All right, now we move to the next part, which is who should take the test, eligibility criteria. They have eligibility criteria for which we need to understand. So they consider the best of all the scores. That's fine. We talk about that from your CAT, GMAT, NMAT, or Bochni test. They'll take the one of that all. Candidates should have the minimum 50 percentile in 10th, 12th, and graduation each. That is here, number one. Number two is candidates should have at least 65% average of 10th, 12th, and graduation. For example, I've got 60, 12th 70, and graduation 65. This is my average become 65. So I'm eligible for that. So you can take it that way. You have to be, if you're 65, 65, 65 plus in all the three, you are totally eligible for that. In one of the section you are less, you have to take your average. Yeah, you have to calculate your average of your 10th, 12th, and your graduation score divided by 3. So एक बार एक check करके देख लो whether you eligible or not. Coming up to the last semester exam, which is available for those in final year, you can submit your till 5th sem or 4th sem mark sheets. All right, now where this college stand as per other college? So of course, this is not as highly ranked as IIM Ahmedabad. Obviously, the main IIM sub chale gaye. For that, I need to look at the placement scenario of the college. So placement scenario, average salary of the college is touching 12.3 lakhs, and fees is touching around 18 to 19 lakhs. Yeah. Now this is where the ROI come into picture, ROI scenario. But this is same ROI for all the other colleges. But even KJ Sumaya, I would rank it at KJ Sumaya, IMT Ghaziabad, Willinkar. Even in fact, the baby IIMs are having the similar kind of a scene now. But of course, they are baby IIMs, so obviously I will rank them higher. Let's not count baby IIMs here. And Goa Institute of Management. So all the college, in fact, TAPMI also, yeah, TAPMI also is almost similar thing. Yeah, but major advantage of this college is intake. This year intake is only 170. With 170 student, and this is where all these colleges, FMS ho gaya, MDA ho gaya, SP Jain, they all are doing very well. JBIMS, Sidnam, because the intake is less. Anything between intake of 200 to 300 is considered to be good. Colleges where intake is touching 800, 700, that's where the problem of the placement start coming in. Had been this college had a placement intake of more than 500, its average would have been come down to 10. So with 12.3 is a very good average. Consider that. So ROI wise, is slightly low, of course, because it's a private college. So यार अभी तुम यार किससे compare करोगे? यार, you don't compare with FMS and JBIMS here. But if I compare with the other colleges, IMT Ghaziabad and all, the average is same. ROI is almost same. Scholarship, yes. Now this is the main thing I want to talk about. They have scholarship and they're very liberal in scholarship. Okay, for scholarship, you need to have a good profile. Good profile means good academic record, good work experience, or this is or not and academic record or work experience or extracurriculars. And they've added one more language or good entrance score. Now that's why a lot of people who have got good percentile in CAT have cleared the cutoff through CAT exam, but still went for the Bochni test because they can get a scholarship. And I've seen students who have got 3 lakh scholarship, 5 lakh scholarship. Yeah, I'll get one of them to talk to you as well. We'll to do an interview with one of the students. Yep, and see how the college, how they are doing in the college. So that's all from my side. I have given all the facts about the college. You have to decide whether to apply or not. This is my new series which are going on. I'll not tell you whether you need to apply or not. I'm giving the fact. You decide whether you want to go for it or not go for it. All right. All the best.